Namaste Adab Sat Sri Akal. This is SANKALP KANSTIYA and I welcome each one of you in this new session on strategic cost management and performance evaluation. So, are you ready to learn something new today? Chapter number 5 of practical learning curve is now what we are going to start. So, let's get started. Cool. So now, a very important and fundamental chapter is what we are going to start. Now the first point that I want to clear is this is not a specific chapter of your module. If you open your module, then in that case you will not find this chapter at all. But this chapter has a practical application. This chapter has a practical application in connection to other chapters like decision making, in connection to other chapters like decision making, pricing policy and standard costing So these are the three Yes guys, these are the three application oriented chapters. These are the three application oriented chapters for learning curve. So learning curve standalone is a chapter which has application concepts, decision making, pricing and standard. So you will not get a question on learning curve. No, it will not be there. Never, ever. But it will be there with a decision making concept, pricing policy concept, standard costing concept. Now you may have a question, sir, is this chapter ever been asked? Yes. In May 2019, this question was asked for 10 marks. So you cannot ignore. You can hide, you can write, but you can't escape my chapter. So important chapter definitely because it has been asked for 10 marks. Previously what used to happen is this chapter learning curve was a part of old syllabus. So if you all know, the old syllabus was called AMA. It was called as AMA, old AMA. In this AMA, there used to be a specific bifurcation of operation research. So this learning curve was a part of operations research. Operations research also had other 5 chapters other than learning curve. All of this have been removed from the new syllabus and only learning curve remains. Yes, you heard that right. Only learning curve remains. So learning curve, important chapter from the exam point of view because this is the only chapter picked up by ICA from old syllabus which was a part of OR. Other than this also there were chapters like transportation, critical path method and assignment and all of that, simulation, learning, linear program, all of that removed. Only one learning curve remains and this learning curve is also how associated? It is application oriented. So no specific mention as such of this chapter is there in as far as the chapter is concerned, but they've said it, they've written it in the I think in the curriculum they have written that learning curve will be asked as a application oriented chapter. So what we have done is, or what rather we will do is, we will do everything that was there in your old syllabus OR because that's where it is adopted from, and we will connect it with different chapters. So the approach that we will be keeping is this. We will first study the basics of learning curve, which is independent of any chapter. We will first study the basics of learning curve, which is independent of any chapter. This is not dependent on any application chapter. Then after this basic is done, if we do standard costing, then in that case, because we know the basics, we will be able to connect standard plus learning curve. Bacha, Suppose then we do decision making. So what will happen? Learning curve will connect there also. Suppose then we do pricing policy. So then again we have the basics clear. We will connect it with that. So as of now, our intention is not to cover the application oriented part in detail related to the specific chapter. As of now, our focus is only to understand the basics wala part. As of now, our intention is just to understand the basics of learning curve wala part. Once this basics of learning curve is understood, then in that case, we will be able to apply whenever the specific sums come in. So I hope the whole background is clear. So it may very much happen that you may open your module and you may not see this chapter, and you will call me and you will say, sir, by mistake you have done old syllabus to new syllabus. No, not at all. This is also new syllabus, but the application part is only there. Now we are going to start with understanding of learning curve. The application part we will do with the respective chapter itself. So as of now, the pink thing highlighted here, as you can see, this pink thing highlighted, this is what we will be starting with. So are you ready? Are you super excited? Then let's get started. Okay. Okay. So everybody now focus here. What exactly is this concept of learning curve? Now what is the approach that I took in my previous chapter? That is the same approach we will be keeping here. So what is the approach? There is going to be a 3-tier approach that we will be keeping. First is we will start with some examples. So I will give you some examples and you will apply that. Second approach that we will be doing is, after doing the examples, we will connect it with concepts. Third thing that we will be doing is practical sums. Are we clear, everyone? So this is the approach that is going to be there. Examples, concepts, practical sums. For this, now let's start with the examples of learning curve. So example number 1 is what I am going to start with. Pay attention. It is connected to you guys. So you are in CA final. Oh, welcome to CA final, Singham. In CA final, obviously the portion is vast, unlimited. Every subject in itself is so huge that you can spend 6 months in understanding the whole subject. That is the quantum of quantum physics. That is the quantum of this whole every subject of CA final. So obviously there needs to be a lot of planning, that how much days we will put in every subject and all of that. Let's take that example. Suppose now you have to study a subject called as law, corporate and economic laws. So suppose you have to study law, paper 4, you are planning to start studying of law. Suppose you have been suggested by your seniors, and in general your perception overall toward this subject is also that you will be studying law, which is paper 4. You will be studying law, which is paper number 4. Through module. You are going to study it through module. Okay, so ICAI module, you feel that ICAI module is pretty good as far as this theory subject is concerned. You are studying from ICAI module. Any issues? No problem, sir. It's okay. You are telling that we should study from there. We will study from there. No problems. I'm said okay. Good. So ICAI module you are going to complete. Now when any student, every student, including you, including me, everybody, when we open our any book for the first time, now assume that you are doing this law for the first time, for the first time, you are going to start with your law subject. For the first time, you are going to start with the law subject and you are studying it from the ICAI module. What is the first thing that every student does? Chalo, tell me, you tell me now. What is the first student that everybody does when he just sees the new book, a fresh book, and he's just going to start with the subject? What is the first thing that you do? Come on, tell me. Yeah. Okay. Come on, others, everybody respond. Okay, so few have responded correctly. Sir, we will first see the quantum physics. We will see how many pages are there. Is it? We will check how many pages are there. So we will check how many pages are there. So assuming that there are 1000 pages, just a assumption, just a small assumption that there are 1000 pages in the book. There are 1000 pages in the module which is given to you. Okay. Yes, I used to do this a lot. I used to check, okay, 1000 pages. Now you have to tell me, if you are doing it for the first time, what is the total duration that you will take in order to complete this? What is the total duration that you will take in order to complete this book? You are doing it for the first time. First time you are doing, and 1000 pages you have to complete, full ICAI module. What is the time that you are going to take? Tell me. Obviously, it depends on different speeds by everyone. Still, on an average, we'll take an average. We'll see what others are saying and then we'll take an average. Now, what is the time in which the whole law book will be completed? Sabhagya Ranjan, what is the time in which the whole subject will be completed for the first time? So, what is the duration you will take? What is the duration? Assume that you will study for 12 hours per day. You will study for 12 hours per day. In how many days will you complete this? In how many days will you complete this? How many days? Okay. Shikhar Gulati says, sir, approx 20, 22. Sabhagya Ranjan says 25. Others, come on, everybody has to respond. Okay. Chalo. So, what I can see an average. Shubham is saying, sir, after looking at so many pages, we will sleep and sleep and sleep. Oh yeah, I understand. But we have to clear our CA examinations, no, my friend. So we will study also. So we will study for approximately 12 hours per day. And when we are doing it for the first time, it is going to take us approximately 25 days. Correct. This is for the average that I have taken of all the answers that I have got from everyone. First time it is going to take 25 days. Now, you cannot give your examinations just by, okay. Okay, so others are saying, no, sir, please reduce it to 20 days. 25 days is too much. Okay. Just a hypothetical example, macha. Chalo. So, first time, 20 days is what it is going to take us. How much? 20 days. Then. First time is over. Then obviously you have to revise it for the second time. Law is a subject that you will not be able to recover. You will not be able to recollect anything when you do it for the second time. It happens. But obviously subconsciously things are clear. So next time when I do, definitely the time taken to do the same thing will reduce. The time taken to do the same thing will reduce. Are we understanding? Yes or no? And when we do it for the third time, right, we will have to revise for at least 3 times before we give our examinations. Third time, this time may even be reduced to 8 days. This third time, the time may already be reduced to 8 days. Yes or no? Definitely, Shubham. This is applicable in practical life. When we are studying law, when you will start studying law, you will take 20 days, hypothetically. Then, second time, you will take less days. Third time, you will take less days. And fourth time, when you have to study for your examinations, then something will enter your head and you will be able to complete everything in almost 2 days. You will be able to complete everything in almost 2 days. So, what is happening here? What is happening here? See, we are studying ICAI module. Have we changed the book? No. Even for the second time, we will study ICAI module only. From the first time, we have studied ICAI module. Third time, also we will study from ICAI module. Fourth time, also we will study from ICAI module only. Gotcha, everybody. So, first time, 20 days. Second time, the same ICAI module, 12 days. Third time, the same ICAI module, we will take 8 days. Fourth time, the same ICAI module, we will take 2 days. So, what is happening is, the time taken to do the same thing again, the time is reducing. Are we understanding, guys? The time taken is reducing when we do the same thing again and again. Everybody agrees or not? That, ladies and gentlemen, that basic fundamental, ladies and gentlemen, is called as learning curve. You will say that, sir, yeah, that's obvious. Still, let's understand it in the basicest manner possible, and then we will grow up in terms of the overall understanding. Okay, so what is learning curve? The time taken. So as of now, from the basic example that we've done, what is learning curve? The time taken to, bolo everybody, the time taken to do the same thing reduces when we do the same thing again and again. This is also called as efficiency, called as learning curve from now on. Called as learning curve from now on. We will take one more example, but before that, we'll just write down the time taken to do the same thing again will be reduced every time we do it. Will be reduced every time we do it. This is called as the concept of learning curve. Everybody, please, what you all do is just write this down. Just write this down. Come on, Charlie. Write it down. so that when you are revising, you will be able to recollect, okay, this example sir had told, and then things will go faster. Okay, are you done? Please write it down. We will move on with this to our example number 2, which is even more interesting. So, now we will move on to the second example. Okay, you want to write this? We can write it down. Okay, so students are asking, sir, how many times did you complete your syllabus? I did it 3 times. See, before, till that, you need to do it 3 times. If you do it less than 3 times, then in that case, you will not be able to remember everything, because I gave both the groups together. When both the groups, 8 papers are kept on your head, you will go round and round and round and round. And especially this subject like law and all, you will not be able to recollect anything. I still remember when I was giving my examinations, I was not able to remember even the chapter names. Half an hour before the exams, so we had exam 2 to 5, law exam, I'm telling you, everything, every moment is still so fresh. So nearby there's a college, Gokhale College, that's where my center was. So 2 to 5 exams are there, 1:30, I have book in my hand, and almost I am thinking in my head, because so overburdened, again group 1 getting over, I'm almost trying to recollect, what chapters are there, not able to recollect anything. I'm like, oh boss, leave it now, whatever happens will happen for the good, we have done our best, now let's hope for the best. Then obviously when you start writing, subconscious mind will start throwing positive signals, and you are able to write everything that you want to. So that's how it works. The more you do, better it is. Obviously 3 times is apt if you want to clear first attempt. But if you want a rank, then in that case I will suggest you should do the same thing again at least 5 to 6 times if you are looking for a rank. See, it depends. There are students who've done it 3 times and still will get a rank. There are students who may do even for 5 times, they may not get a rank. So everything depends on perspective. So at times what we do is we ask students who have got ranks, hey, how did you study, from where did you study, and how many times did you study? But it's a wrong comparison. The person who is getting a rank has a different mind altogether than what you have. So your comparison with that is a no comparison. He will say, I have studied it for 3 times from XYZ book. But you should also have the brains to interpret from that book. You should also have the brains that in 3 times you will be able to recollect everything and present the best. So it's good to hear things from rankers, but not necessarily follow them, because we may have our own perspective, we may have our own things through which we will want to approach the subject. This is what I feel. So people blindly just follow rankers and everything. Don't do that blindly. Use your brains as well. What you feel is correct, that is more than important. Yeah, chalo. Before I get more philosophical, let's start with example number 2. Yes, writing practice very much required, especially in theory subjects, for you to recover everything. So, example number 2, Dvitiya. Now, suppose you are planning to start your own face-to-face classes. You are planning to start your own face-to-face classes. Okay, chalo, pay attention. You are planning to start your own face-to-face classes. So what do you need for a class? Can I say first, so you need an office or a class kind of a thing, office cum class, small office where you can talk to students, and a classroom environment as well. Correct? And a classroom environment as well. This classroom environment you need, for this classroom environment to develop, you will need benches. Correct? Now, suppose we have to purchase benches. Suppose we have to purchase benches. Now see, I am going to apply the concept of learning curve here very, very smartly. Suppose we need benches. Okay. Chalo. Pay attention. Now there are two shops. There are two shops in which we will get these benches. Okay, both are nearby, both are situated adjacent to each other. So we go to that place and we start talking to the owners. One will be Saubhagya Ranjan Bal says we will be a competitor. Definitely Saubhagya, you will be a much better professor. My wishes to you. Chalo. So benches, now you have gone to take the benches. There are two shops which are there which provide the benches. So tell me, what are the name of the two shops which provide? What are the name of the two shops? What are the two shops which provide? Name of the two shops, anything. Chalo, I will name them. One of the shops is called as AB, ABY, AB, and the other shop name is called as Baby. Okay, one of the shops is called as AB, the other shop is called as Baby. These are the two shops which are there, which provide benches. These are furniture shops. AB and Baby, both are what? Furniture shops. So you would have seen some furniture shops at your local places as well. So I have seen this, I have observed this. Usually when there are furniture shops, there are furniture shops nearby, a lot of furniture shops nearby. So it will very rarely happen that there is only one furniture shop. If there is a furniture shop, there will be more, at least 5 to 10 more furniture shops there. This is what I have observed in Mumbai, at least where I belong. Other places I don't know, but in Mumbai, wherever there is a furniture shop, there are many other furniture shops around. I don't know why, but that's how it is. So you are the owner of the classes, of your classes, and you need benches. You go to two places. One of them is AB. The other one is called as Baby. AB is managed by a useless article clerk by you, like you. Yes, a useless article clerk by like you. So this is managed by a article clerk. Oh. And Baby is managed by a chartered accountant like me. Yes, you are that right, ladies and gentlemen. Baby shop is managed by a chartered accountant like me, not a useless article clerk by you. Bora. Chalo. Starting with the example, continuing with the example. So, now we need benches, correct? How many benches we need? So first we have to find out how many benches we need. So we figure out that we need 10 benches. We figure out that we need 10 benches. How many? Bolo bolo, tell. 10 benches is what we need. Oh, some people are taking emotionally. Sir, we are not useless. Okay, my friend, you are very useful. Chal. So, coming back to the example, just a moment. Tell me, where will you purchase from, AB or Baby? Where will you purchase from, AB or Baby? सास भी कभी बहू थी, बट अभी तो वो सास है ना, तो दैट बिहेवियर भी सास जैसा होगा. चलो, so coming back to our example, you are a professor. You are a professor. Have you seen Money Heist? In that there is a professor. Okay. You need benches. How many? 10 benches for your classroom. You have two options, A, B, baby. You have two options, A, B, baby. You are confused from where to purchase. AB is managed by an article clerk. Baby is managed by a chartered accountant. How does the word feel to your ears? Chartered accountant. I am a chartered accountant. CA SANKALP KANSTIYA. The pride, the glee in my eyes is phenomenal, is out of the world. Do you need it? Work hard for your dreams. Chalo, let's start. Correct. Chalo, let's continue now before I get carried away. So when we go to purchase the benches, we will ask AB, okay, bhaiya, what is the price of the bench and exactly how much are you going to sell it at? So AB says, sir, 10,000 per bench. If you need 10 benches, we will charge you rupees 1 lakh. Okay, no problem, 1 lakh. Then, as I said, baby is just nearby. Baby is just nearby. So we will inquire in baby also. See, as a Indian, we have this very typical habit of inquiring at least 5 to 10 places before we purchase any product. Everybody has that habit. You, me, everybody has a habit. This is genetical. This habit is genetical. So we will now go to baby who is just adjacent and we will ask them that what is your price. Baby who is managed by a chartered accountant says, for the same 10 benches we will charge you 80,000. You will think, 80,000, 80,000, I have said yes, 80,000. Now tell me, where will you purchase from, AB or baby? Now you will say, sir, obviously baby. Now you will start thinking, sir, maybe the quality of furniture may be not good. The quality of benches may be better in article clerk. You never know. Let's analyze why this happened. Let me tell you that the quality was same to same. The quality was same to same. But still, sir, why did we then purchase from baby? There has to be a reason. Because baby is selling it at a lower price. But how come baby is selling at the lower price, sir? When everything else is same, you have said. Let's come now to the example. Why did this happen? I'll tell you. See, now AB will start purchasing the wood. AB will start purchasing the wood. So, for making benches, you require wood. Or yes or no? So, say for example, you require 10 woods or rather 10 woods. One wood costs rupees 400 per wood. Correct? So, we need 10 woods. So, multiply this by 10. So, we will get 4,000. Correct? Okay. 4,000 per wood. Okay. 4,000 per wood. How much? 4,000 per wood is what is the cost. So 40,000 because we will need 10 woods for 10 benches. Per bench need 1 wood. Okay. So they took off a good XYZ quality wood and they made it. Okay. Then you will require the laborer who will make the benches. No. Then you will require the laborer who will make the benches. Okay, automatically the from that woods automatically the furniture will not be made. Yes sir, definitely laborer will be required. So in order to make or in order to convert this wood into a bench, polishing and doing everything, in order to convert that wood into a bench, it takes 10 hours. It takes 10 hours. So one bench takes 10 hours. One bench takes 10 hours. So there is an employee, skilled laborer is there. So there is a skilled laborer. He says that, sir, I will take 10 hours to make 10 benches. One bench. In order to make one bench, I will take 10 hours. Okay, no problem. We are paying him as per 400 per hour. We are paying him as 400 per hour. So total works out to 4,000. Total works out to 4,000. No, macha. Arey 400 per hour. And it takes 10 hours to make one bench. So 4,000 rupees. 4,000 rupees is the total cost that is going to be charged. Is the total cost that is going to be charged. How much? 4,000 rupees. Right there. Okay. So labor, one bench take 10 hours. I knew. So others are saying, sir, maybe low quality by baby. No, wait. I'll confirm that it's not low quality. It's the same quality, but still this is happening. So one bench take 10 hours. 1 hour is taking 400 per hour. We are paying. So rupees 4,000 is my total labor cost. I need 10 benches. So accordingly, can I say I will write here 40,000, 4,000 into 10, correct? Then this, assume that these are the only two costs. Assume that there are only these two costs. So this will be your total cost, which is say 80,000. Obviously there will be a profit margin. So profit margin will be at the rate 25% on cost. So this will work out to how much? Assuming that it is 20,000 on cost. So rupees, so total sale value will be rupees 1 lakh. Okay, and this is what what the superb points you are telling. So sales value works out to rupees 1 lakh. Sales value works out to rupees 1 lakh. Sales value works out to rupees 1 lakh. So this is what AB told me. Now you may say that, sir, they are very highly skilled laborer. We will also hire the same highly skilled laborer. Sir, they have the best quality goods. We will also take the best quality goods. Sir, their profit margin might be low. No, their profit margin is also 25% on cost. Then how come, sir, this is happening? How come, sir? Pay attention. Baby has used the concept of learning curve. How? I will tell you now. Pay attention. Just focus here. Baby also needs 10 woods. And this high quality 10 woods is available in the market at 4,000 per wood. They need 10 woods. So this will work out to rupees 40,000. Yes, it is 40,000. Now what will you do? Now let's come to the labor part. Okay. Labor, we will hire the same skilled laborer. And we will tell him, boss, one bench take how many hours? Sir, he will say 10 hours. Oh, Sam to Sam, huh? See, baby, same to Sam, huh? Right? Same to Sam, no, not from China, man. Everything is same to same, man. Okay, continue. Let me continue. Now, this is where the chartered accountant mind of baby will come. Baby will say that one bench to that skilled laborer takes 10 hours. But when that same laborer will make the same bench again, it will take less hours. When the same laborer makes the same bench again, it will take less hours. And this laborer is also charging 4,000 per hour, 400 per hour. 400 per hour. But now they realize that instead of 100 hours, because the same laborer keeps on making the same bench again and again, because the same laborer keeps on making the same bench again and again, what will happen? This, instead of 100 hours, will be 60 hours. This will be 60 hours. Multiply by 400 per hour is the rate that we are paying. So 60 hours into 400 per hour. This will now be 24,000. Are you understanding? AB is not a chartered accountant, is a article clerk. So doesn't know the concept of learning curve. Hasn't so far studied costing from Sankalp sir. So what do they do? They will take, one bench 10 hour, 10 bench 100 hour. Accordingly, they have computed their cost. Accordingly, they have computed the profit sales value and giving it to the customer. But the customer, when it goes to baby, they realize baby is a chartered accountant. So baby realizes that, first bench is taking 10 hours, second bench will take less. Same laborer making the same bench will take less time. In all, instead of 100 hours, it is going to take only 60 hours, making it a total cost of 24,000 and. This will result into a total cost of 64,000. I told you we are also going to charge the same profit percentage, 25% on cost. Chalo, what we will do is, we will also charge say 20,000 rupees approx. So our sales value will be only 84,000. I have just written here 80,000 for instance. We will write here 84,000. Yeah, no problem. Let's keep the same profit amount. Let's keep the same. It is 84,000. Now, tell me, will you purchase from AB or baby? You will purchase from baby, the chartered accountant, because for the same bench, baby is charging only 84,000, whereas AB, because doesn't know the concept of learning curve, wrong calculation, and is charging a higher amount. Nobody will go there. All the customers will go to baby. Are we understanding, everybody? Yes or no? We are able to save 1600 per bench, multiply by 10, 16,000 rupees, which we can use it at some other better place. Same quality. So you had questions. Sabhagya Ranjan Bal had question that sir, maybe wrong quality. No, the quality is same. 4,000, 4,000. You were thinking sir, skilled labor quality may not be same. It's same 400 per hour. Are you understanding? This is where the concept of learning curve is used, macha. This is where the concept of learning curve is used, maga. Are we understanding? Two. See where exactly the total number of hours for making a product are, and based on that we come to know what are the total hours taken, and accordingly what should be the apt or the correct costing. Hey, samjhugudu. Please everybody copy it down. Everybody copy it down. I hope we are clear. Any questions, any doubts, please ask. Please everybody respond. Are we clear? Please everybody, are we clear? Yes, you. Okay. Please write down. Yes, Vipin, learning curve is happening to AB also, because it will do the same thing again and again. But what they are doing, AB is not possible that AB is not using the same skilled labor. One bench it will make from one laborer, other it will make from other laborer, other it will make from other laborer. So they are using different laborers. So if they are using different laborers, then in that case this 400 per hour will not reduce only. Every laborer will come, take 10 hours. So this 10 hours will not reduce for, this 10 hours will not reduce for AB. Different laborers will come. Not one laborer will do the same bench. And even if suppose one is doing, then they don't know this concept. So accordingly they are not applying their brains for this and overcharging the products. Either ways it can happen. Either they are changing the skilled laborers for every bench. So they may call 10 skilled laborers and ask them, tell them to make, okay, everybody make one bench. So no learning curve benefit, because the same person has to do it again and again. Or second option, chalo, they are making all the 10 benches from one laborer only, but they don't know the concept, so they are not able to apply it and hence not able to quote it correctly to the client, to the customer. Yes, Vipin, are you clear? Sure. Sir, come on, sir, everybody can think that. No, not everybody. Didn't you see who is the owner of AB? It is an article clerk. Do you feel they have common sense? Chalo, jokes apart, see, the intention was to make you understand the concept. Now obviously, if you go into detailing, then you will start using your common sense and all of that. Chalo, copy this. And we'll move on. Chalo, are we done? Sandeep Rawal is done. Others? Yes, Sandeep Rawal. Sarthak, done. Chalo, done. Okay, so with this, the examples that I wanted to make to ensure that okay, things are what this learning curve is meant to be, definitely used by a lot of people in their practical life. You should also use it once you become chartered accountants, and it will be beneficial. Now obviously we have understood the examples. Two examples I have given you all, one related to the law book, other related to the benches. The second step will be to derive the concept. Do you know the whole concept has a history behind it? Yes, you heard that right. There has a history behind it, that how this whole concept was formalized. See, this concept anybody can use, but how this concept was formalized, it has a history behind it. Let's try and understand that history, and through that history we will derive to the concepts again. Are we ready for it? Sure. Okay, so now we are going back to a time when this whole concept started. Do you know when it all started? It started with the Wright brothers. Have you heard of the name Wright brothers? No. Yes. Okay. I think a place called as Buffalo in Texas, United States of America. That is where the whole game started, in USA, America. So the Wright brothers, who are the Wright brothers? These are the brothers who are responsible for the flights, aeroplane, who are the inventors of aeroplane. Correct, Oliver Wright and I don't know the name. So yes, you know, but that they have been discovered by Wright brothers. So this concept of learning curve was developed by them. Yes, it was first developed in the airlines industries by these Wright brothers. So history goes something like this. History of learning curve. Just pay attention, guys. Correct. So history of learning curve. Now, the whole concept is that Wright brothers observed that when they are making an aeroplane, when they are making a flight, at that point in time, obviously a flight needs a lot of materials. Just a moment. Yeah, a flight needs a lot of materials. Correct? So flight needs a lot of materials, and then you need laborers to assemble them. Now, in order to make one part and to assemble them, it took them approximately 10 hours. Okay. Then they observed that for the second part, it took approximately 9 hours. Then for the third part, it took them approximately 8 hours. So, over a period of time, they realized that in order to make the same thing using the same laborer, that is also very important, using the same laborer, the time taken to make the same product reduces. The time taken to make the same product reduces. Alright, so this is what happens. This is what happened rather with them. Then they published it through the thesis. See, you have to formalize things. You may find a particular invention or a discovery. It is very much possible. But when will it be named after you? After you publish the detailed thesis of the same. So you want your named chapter to be in the syllabus of CA students. You have some invention in your mind, you have some discovery in your mind. Please do that. It will be published. Some students may say that, sir, this we knew. Just a moment here. Oh, a student has gone mythological. He says this was developed by Sri Ram when he made the Setu. Okay. Maybe I have no idea of that. But yes, they would have used that. If you have to build such a big bridge, then obviously you will need all of these concepts. When you have to make an aeroplane, all of these concepts are to be made, are to be used. So they developed a thesis for the same, and through that thesis they confirmed that using the same laborer for doing the same thing, the time taken to make the next product will reduce, until there will come a time when the time will become constant. Until there, see, it is not going to happen, no, that every time the time is going to reduce. 1, 2, 20, 200, 2000 unit, the time may reduce. But there will be a time when everything will be stagnant, That is called as a dead phase. So one is called as a learning curve phase, where the time taken keeps on reducing, and then comes a dead phase. One comes a learning curve phase where the time keeps on reducing, and then comes the dead phase. So obviously there is dead phase also when the learning curve ceases. This is the time we call learning curve stops. This is called as the time when learning curve stops, called as the dead phase, Anyways, this is the phase where learning curve is continuing and the time taken keeps on reducing. Samjhgadu. Chalo, I hope we are clear, guys. Now, what was observed is this. They observed this. Wright brothers' observation was this. Now, this is a very important concept that now I am coming to. So, please stay focused and pay attention now. Wright brothers' observation. They observed that while making the first part, they are taking, say for example, approximately 100 hours. Just an example. They are taking 100 hours. Then comes the total hours. What is the total hours? The total hours is also 100. They observed one thing, that for the second unit, the time taken reduces and it is 90 hours. But the time taken is reducing on an average basis. They observed this also. So two observations, most crucial observations that we will write here by Wright brothers, which gave them the credit of developing this learning curve theory. One, that learning curve is applicable on average hours. Learning curve is applicable on average hours. And the second concept that they observed was that learning curve percentage is directly applicable learning curve percentage is directly applicable when the output doubles. When the output doubles. Samjhgadu. Are we clear, everybody? Right? So. One unit takes 100 hours. Second unit takes 90 hours. So total hours taken is 180. This was their observation, that the learning curve is directly being applicable on the average hours. A very, very crucial and fundamental point. Also they observed that again the same, see here the learning curve 9 is 90%. The learning curve is 90%. How did you get this 90%? I hope you are clear. I am continuing with my examples. I will surely tackle your doubts as well shortly. Just pay attention. Then they observed that this is happening only when the output is doubling. Only when this is now 4 units. This is now 8 units. This is now 16 units. Only when the output doubles. That is where the direct application of learning curve is working out. So 90 again into 90%, and they observed that this was 81 hours. Again 90% apply here, but this direct application is only when the output is doubling. Only when the output is doubling. So sir, when we make 2 to 3 units, the output is not doubling. So doesn't the learning curve apply? Definitely the learning curve applies. But how, at what rate, that is different. If you want, you will observe that this direct rate is applicable only when the output is doubling. So sir, when we make 6 units, the output is not doubling. 1, 2, 4, 6 doesn't come. 4 after 4 double is 8. So when we are making 6 units, learning curve is happening or not happening, but not at this direct rate. You will observe, we will understand it. Just hold on for a few minutes. So here we observe that this is 81 hours. Then this is 72.9 hours. Then this is 65.6 hours. Samjhugudu, are we clear everybody? Yes or no? Bolo, chal. Wow. This is how the fundamentals arose. Now, one more important last point that these brothers made and got it officially thesized. So this is what it works. Now, the time taken for making the second unit, is 180 minus 100, that is 80 hours. So sir, what is 90? 90 is the average time taken for 2 units. 80 is the time taken for second unit. If you understood this, what I am trying to say, then you can relax. You have understood the whole chapter. Pay attention. Time taken for second unit. Equal to 180 minus 100 equal to 80 hours. Are you understanding? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Sir, what is this 90 then? This is the average time for 2 units. Let's continue. What is 81 hours? Average time for 4 units. So, see, average time for 4 units means total time will be what? Total time will be, can I say this will be 81 multiplied by 4 equal to 324 hours. Equal to 324 hours. But if you ask me, what is the time taken in order to make third and fourth unit, then in that case it will be 324, the total time taken for 4 units, minus 180, total time taken for 2 units, and this, ladies and gentlemen, this 324 minus 180, 144 hours is basically the time taken for making third and fourth unit. Wow. Are you clear, guys? Fundamentally, this is the base fundamental. If you've understood this, go home and relax, man. Enjoy, go sleep, party. Let's go do party. If you've understood this much. And if you not, no problem. We'll take our own time. No problems. We'll solve enough examples to ensure that you are clear in your head. Macha, are we clear? Are we clear? Chalo, come on. Okay, so I hope we are absolutely clear. Continue thinking. Now again I am telling you, we will try to solve more of these examples so things are more clearer to us. And if this part is clear, trust me, then in that case, this chapter will be a cakewalk for you. I assure you. Chalo, next. Next is this. Say for example 72.9. So this 72.9 is average. Multiply this by 8. So when you multiply this by 8, 576 hours. See, so total is 576 hours for making 8 units. Total is 576 hours for making 8 units. For suppose if I want to find out 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th unit, then it will be how much? Bolo, tell. It will be 576 minus 324 equal to 252 hours. And so on and so forth. Will you not want to write it down? Everybody, please write it down immediately. And then we will do one more. Acha, what you all have to do is this. Pay attention now. See, in this, the most important crucial aspect is the first unit. First unit, how much hours it is taking. And then what is the learning curve related to that? What is the learning curve related to that? These are the information which will be given to you. What will be the information given to you? Time taken for first unit. Time taken for first unit will be given to you. Learning curve percentage will be given to you. You should know learning curve is applicable on average hours and learning curve percentage is directly applicable when output doubles, and this output doubling is fixed. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. This is fixed, freezed, this doubling. Are we understanding? Yes. Now tell me, what are the doubts? Yes, Sarthak, what is your doubt? Learning curve percentage will always be less than 100. So I'll explain that to you later. Now see what you have to do. Just write it down. When you write, more things will get into your head and things will become much more easier. Sandeep Rawal says, perfect, sir. Okay, great. Others, quickly respond. Sarthak Agarwal says, sir, have a doubt. Yes, please ask. So, first unit, 100 hours. Learning curve means time taken for next unit on an average becomes 90 hours. Only second unit is taking 80 hours. But average 90 for 2 units. Average 81 for 4 units. So, total time 324. Average is what? Say, suppose, I'll give you an idea. What is average? I'll give you an idea what is average. Suppose I bring 4 pens. I bring 4 pens. One is of 20 rupees. One is of 30 rupees. One is 45 and one is 15. If you ask me what is the total cost of 4 pens, so it is 20 plus 30. 45. Just a moment. 20 plus 30 plus 45 plus 15 equal to 110 pence. Then say divided by 4 pence. So it is average is 27.5 per pen. So average is 27.5 per pen. Multiply by, if I do 4 pens, then I will get the total cost. Subjugudu. This just check, this should be 583.2. Nacha. Saubhagya Ranjan Bal has a good question. Sir, why is the percentage fixed? No, it is not fixed. Some company may have 80% learning curve. The same company, say for example, making of second part, it may have 80%, it may have 85%, it may have 60% also. So that percentage is not fixed. So Sarthak Agarwal has a good question. Sarthak says that's a total of 2 units is 190. No, 100 plus 90. No, this 90 is average. That is the reason I have explained you the concept of average here. This concept of average, 90 is average. Average 90 for 2 units. So total 180. Average for 4 pens is 27.5 per pen. That does not mean every pen is 27.5. Average is that. Multiply by 4 units, 4 pens average is 27.5. So total will be 110. Gotcha? Okay, so when we are doubling the units, why the percentage is same is the question by Saubhagya Ranjan. Very good question. This was observed by Wright brothers in their particular industry, and therefore they have given it as their thesis. So a very good question by Saubhagya Ranjan Bal, that sir, why is this percentage on doubling only? So this is what they observed for their particular industry. Your industry may have some variation. You have to customize it accordingly. No problem. Not every industry will have 90%, not every industry will have 80%. In their case, it was doubling. In some other case, it would be other than that also. You can customize that. But for that, you should know the base formula. Then you can customize it according to what your industry is demanding. Gotcha? How to get that particular percentage? Good question, Shubham. That particular percentage in your examinations will be given. In practical life, there are various formulas, Excel models through which we can derive that percentage. In your exam, that percentage will be given. Please, everybody, keep on coming. Sarthak, is your doubt clear, my friend? No? Start writing. I'll take one more thing and then hopefully it will be clear. Please write down. Then you have to write this also. First write this. Sandeep has a question. How to derive that percentage? Hold on. Everything will come. First understand the concept. We'll do everything. Sandeep is asking, sir, why you have written time taken for first unit? See, array, this is just, I am telling you that this information will be given. This information will be given. This information will be given in the exam. Chalo, I hope you are done with writing this. Can I move on? Yes, guys? Yes, correct Saubhagya Ranjan. Correct observation. Chalo, I hope we are done. Now what you have to do is this. See. Now the ball is in your court. Now the ball is in your court. I am giving you an example which you have to try to solve. Wow. So, this is example number 2 now. Concept to derive. Everybody has to try it out. And then we will move on. What I will do is then I will take you through all the concepts again. We will discuss these 1-2 example quickly again. And then we will move on to the next level. Come on everybody. Now you have to start thinking. Now you have to start thinking and solve what I am asking you to do. Pay attention. Time taken for first unit. Equal to 200 hours. And learning curve percentage equal to 80%. You have to make the table. You have to make this, or you have to complete this table. Units, average hours, and total hours. Hey, Sanjugudu, you have to now start this and solve. As soon as you are done, we will discuss this and move forward. Come on.